writing the newsletters and writing the social media captions and making sure that all that feels in line and what's the cadence of it. And
there's nothing I like about her. She is a malignant narcissist who cannot get enough of herself.
She is hoping that she's going to become a billionaire off all of this.
Step right up, ladies and gents, because Meghan Markle's three-ring circus just rolled back into town, complete with strawberry jam trapeze acts, pineapple carving sideshows, and a rumor mill humming louder than the calliope. 50 gilded jars, gone in minutes, Insta reels of her caressing fruit like it's the crown jewels, and hush-hush whispers that the Sussex ATM is now labeled Diana's inheritance. Break glass in case of PR fire. Tell me, did she really think slow-motion wedges and soft-focus lighting would pull the curtain over a brand implosion this loud? Because from where I'm sitting, the only thing getting diced faster than that pineapple is whatever remains of her credibility. Roll the tape, cue the gasp track. And yes, drop your disbelief in the comments. Extra points for the best circus pun.
Markle steps back from her weird jam business. I mean, absolutely savage. The unfathomable and chaotic progress of Meghan Markle's branding empire continued this week with a bizarre interview with Fast Company magazine in which she implied she might not restock her online as ever store anytime soon.
Unreal, right? She's stepping back from selling an item you literally could not buy because, plot twist, it never reached a shelf. Meanwhile, anonymous insiders hiss about cash hemorrhaging faster than a leaky Capri Sun at recess. Who's the genius who greenlit a lifestyle empire with zero inventory? Netflix kicked the budget back like a lukewarm latte. 1,000 jars magically became folklore, and boom, manufactured scarcity masquerading as market frenzy. Can you imagine telling the world you need a vacation from a product line that never clocked in? That's not strategy. It's spin class with no bike. Hit like if you're winded just watching the PR petals whirl.
Fast Company makes much of the fact that as ever products such as jam and flour sprinkles sold out in 45 minutes without making the very, keep going. Without making the very obvious point that A, this is an easy outcome to engineer by not having much stock, and B, not having anything available to your customers to buy when you have momentum generally is considered bad business.
Most viewers forget to subscribe, over 98% actually. If this story meant something to you, fix that. Click the subscribe button, and there it is, the inevitable, we could have sold 10 times more confession. Sure, Jan, if you'd actually made 10 times the product. Instead, we're treated to a masterclass in faux FOMO. Build a supply shortage, call it overwhelming demand, cue triumphant confetti. Her official excuse? I want to focus on hospitality data before Q1 2026. Translation: Netflix saw the price tag and said, hard pass. So now she's pivoting to a ghost kitchen so flimsy the pots are basically holograms. Pro tip: when your plan B doubles as a pop-up in a parking lot, maybe it's time for plan C. Comment, critique, and carry on.
Meghan is a winner, Meghan is a winner, Meghan is a winner. But explaining things that make her sound like she has no idea what direction she's going in.
Meghan is a winner. Meghan is a winner. Meghan is a winner. Say it 3 times in the mirror and maybe the algorithm will manifest a victory. But instead of reflecting a master plan, the mantra highlights desperate flailing. We dive into the salad days phase, literally, where pineapple hacks and petal sprinkles substitute for coherent business updates. Because when your jam stunt fizzles, obviously the next logical step is Fruit Ninja Theater filmed in 4K. Tell me this doesn't sound like someone frantically stapling glitter to a sinking raft. Drop your marketing genius emoji below. I'll wait.
trick that people do with pineapple, instead of just cutting it to make the perfect little bite, you follow the wedge. When nature has given you all the cues on how to have a perfect taste of something.
Behold the confidence cosplay. Knife poised like Excalibur. Grin set to influencer default. Demonstrating the galaxy-brained follow the wedge move we mastered in preschool snack time. We're supposed to ooh and ah while she sprinkles edible petals, except she barely graces a bloom. Is she selling botany or bandwidth? Squint and you'll see the Photoshop filter doing heavier lifting than the knife. Pure joy in every petal, more like pure PR in every pixel. And yes, we freeze-framed. Her hands were basically allergic to contact. If this is a gardening class, I want my tuition back in Whole Foods gift cards.
Explained this incredibly complex phenomenon of how to properly cut a pineapple.
Enter Rupert Bell, stage left, clutching his thesaurus of royal sass. Picture it, Meghan slicing fruit on Netflix while Harry allegedly tries on the surname Spencer like it's prom night and he can't decide on a tux. Culinary chaos collides with aristocratic identity crisis. It's the ultimate clickbait coleslaw, and Rupert's hungrily tossing the dressing. Ready the popcorn because this roast is set to well done.
Netflix funded was never to a derisory amount, and Netflix wasn't prepared to take the chance.
If you've made it this far, you're the kind of viewer this channel was built for. Smash subscribe, and let's keep digging into the real stuff. Meanwhile, our Duchess channel's inner Julia child, just follow the wedge, darling. While Harry whispers, Uncle Charles, can I be a Spencer now? Rupert's brow furrows. If she can't even hire a chef consultant, why trust her veggie sweat pilot? Add Lady Colin Campbell dropping a $600 million reality check, and you've got two billionaire hopefuls leaking money like a colander. Royal meltdown meets culinary kitchen fire. Turn up the heat and watch that souffle collapse.
People seem to think that because he's the king's son, he's rolling in money. He never was. Their lifestyle requires a capital sum of $400 to $600 million. So they are 10 times poor.
Quick gossip pit stop. Netflix's funding called derisory. Translation? We're not wagering on jam jars when staff are bolting like marathon sprinters. Yet Lady C reports Meghan's eyeing billionaire status, as if ambition alone spins gold. Selling 1,000 mystery jars labeled success won't cut it when your empire's built on influencer fumes. Sound insane? Total insanity. Hit like if your bank balance sighed in sympathy.
And I'm still working hard, right? The moment that everything sells out, it doesn't mean that we're done. Yeah, it means we're working on replenishment and what are the next SKUs and what's the next tranche of products and what's the timing on that, and writing the newsletters and writing the social media captions and making sure that all that feels in line and what's the cadence of it. And
that lemon-faced sting, sharper than a royal hat pin. Supposedly they're tapping Diana's funds just to keep the Montecito lights twinkling. Enter Act 3. Meghan's inaugural podcast, hyped as Redemption Tour 2.0, quickly morphs into cringe karaoke. She flexes hashtag hard work while juggling motherhood, product launches, and the Herculean task of choosing Instagram fonts. Single parents everywhere just choked on their cold brew. Busy? More like BuzzFeed bullet list busy. Tell me again how writing captions counts as cardio.
Dear AA girlies, thank you for the love, hospitality, and handwritten note. You know me well. All love right back to you. And then I think it says, forever Meghan?
Privacy pep talk coming in hot. Demand total seclusion, then leak a handwritten note from a flight attendant to people like a middle school autograph. Hypocrisy high jump. She cleared the bar, stuck the landing, waved to the judges. Cut to Meghan barefoot in a halo-lit kitchen that looks more soundstage than stovetop, purring slow and sweet while the editor slices footage faster than a TikTok dance recap. Next, behold the spring garden haul. Peppers and root veg so spotless they still have produce aisle stickers. Anyone with real dirt under their nails just dialed 911 to report farm fraud. But wait, there's more. She's brandishing those Whole Foods wonders like a green thumb guru, declaring, "Look what I just picked," as if Costco doesn't exist. Cue the montage. Artisanal honey drizzles, mood board florals, children laughing and depth of field blur. Every cliche except the authenticity. And now, the grand finale. A verdict dense enough to double as royal fruitcake. Meghan's jam empire is 6 feet under. Her culinary side quests are PR smoke, and her social feed reads like a roller coaster welded from Pinterest quotes. She begs privacy, yet broadcasts every latte swirl, rails at tabloids, then spoon feeds them exclusive Forever Meghan mementos. Harry, bless him, is busy test driving surnames, wondering how the ride got this bumpy. Are they so lost in their own PR labyrinth that they can't hear the implosion echoing beyond Montecito's gates? Or is this just chapter next in a never-ending Meghan-verse saga engineered for maximum doom scroll? The harder they clap back, the bigger the mess splatters.